The city of Charlotte is in the midst of a few staffing shakeups. The city clerk left in November. Its city attorney almost left, but just recently settled on a new contract. And now city manager Robert Hilliard announced his resignation. That's now causing a rift. Karina Prieto attended the city's special meeting on Hilliard's replacement this morning, and she's here for you now with what she found out. Good evening, Karina.
Good evening, Jorma. That's correct. This morning's meeting focused on what direction the city will take in recruiting a new manager, and tensions were high among some of the council members.
We decided that calling a meeting as quickly as we could was a good idea.
Charlotte council members gathered Tuesday for a special meeting.
Mr. Hilliard presented myself and the deputy clerk with his resignation letter.
Mayor Tim Lewis says city manager Robert Hilliard's letter came as a shock last week, citing that when Hilliard was hired a year and a half ago, it was with a long-term expectation.
In line with the theme that we needed to move forward promptly, I suggested we consider picking up where we left off last year.
At-large council member Michael Dweck suggested the city work with Pivot Group Municipal Services for help recruiting a new city manager, as the firm has done in the past for Charlotte. The suggestion was quickly supported by council members Scott and Chin, but struck down by Rodriguez, Fullerton, and Christensen.
I think before we spend a single dollar, before we do anything, we better figure out why we keep chewing out and spitting out city managers so quickly.
Council went back and forth, some in favor of moving forward with Pivot Group and others concerned about the lack of consideration for other options.
That's not what I said, sir. No, it's not what I said.
What did you say?
Tensions boiled over as some members say they felt blindsided by the motion to pick Pivot Group.
Now I can tell just by the talk. I can tell this has been discussed. It ain't been discussed with me, but it has been discussed with other council members. And that's what I don't like.
There was no setup. I take some umbrage at the fact that you think that there was some kind of thing worked out.
Now, after much back and forth, there was an attempt to table the motion to go with Pivot Group, but the motion failed and a 4-3 vote approved the selection of the firm. Mayor Lewis says given these recent tensions, there will be another meeting in 2 weeks to discuss internal council policy. The city manager is still on the job as he gave 2 months notice, but he was not at today's meeting himself.